Hello everybody, welcome to Cartooning with Paul. Today, I'm going to show you how to draw Kronk from Emperor's New Groove. Let's get started. Okay guys, well, another week, another request for a specific art lesson. Andrew wants to learn how to draw Kronk from Emperor's New Groove. So, I got my coffee. Coffee. Got my paper, got my pencil, and I'm ready to go. But before we get into that, can you do me a favor? Hit that subscribe button down below. And also, hit that bell notification so you don't miss out. You know, you too can give a suggestion for a cartoon character you'd like to learn how to draw. Just leave it down in the comments section there. I'd be glad to take your suggestions. So let's get started here, and we're going to start with our favorite shape, the circle. Okay, now for this lesson, Kronk is going to be at a 3/4 view angle. So he's going to be looking this way. So I've got my vertical axis line here, and I'm going to draw my horizontal axis line like this. Okay, he's going to be looking downward a little bit and over to the side. Kronk's head is actually 2 circles high. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our pencil and we're going to measure out the height of the circle, and we're going to move it downward, and I'm just going to give it a very light dash here. Now from here, what I do is I draw in a line from the edge of the circle, and I bring it down here to that dash line. I'm going to do the same on this side, and you notice that this line comes over a little bit. Because I have that 3/4 view going here and I've got the line this way, I want to continue this line down here so it puts the perspective over here. So we've got this line going this way, and we'll go from there. Now, what I do is I figure out the ear is going to go right about here, right? Okay, why do I put the ear here? Well, so that we can draw in the hinged jaw that he has. So we'll bring a line down from the ear, down like this. And then from the end of that line, we're going to connect the end of that line down to the chin line, right down here, like this. Okay. You guys are sending me some really great artwork submissions. Stick around to the end and we'll take a look at them. So now we have Kronk's head shape. And I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to cut into this circle right here. The eye socket is going to go in here, but we cut into that eye for his head shape, and then we come out just like this. We're going to give him his pronounced cheekbone, just like this. We just come out that much, and then from here down to here, we're going to cut in again with a curved line, just like this. When Patrick Warburton was voicing Kronk, he wanted to make sure that he wasn't playing the character as dumb, but a little childlike. So we want to make sure we put that into his expression, okay? So what we're going to want to do is draw in a rough area where his brow is going to go so that I know where to put his nose. Now he has a very pronounced nose, and instead of jutting out, it's very thin and it comes right down here. Okay, so I'm going to roughly draw in a circle here, just like that, and then give it some space. And draw in a circle right here. Now, I'm going to give him some eyelids here to really push his expression. But what we want to do is keep in mind that Kronk has 3 lines that make up his eye. All right, so what we will do is we'll give him a line just like this for the bottom of his eye, right? And then a line like that. line like this. When Tony Bancroft was designing the character, he wanted to make sure that the lines on Kronk were economical, which means he wanted to use as few lines as possible to go for this very graphic look that he has. So what we're going to do is we're going to, let's see, let's give him, yeah, this is what we'll do. We'll give him an expression like this here. One eyebrow will come down a little bit. The other one will be nice and up. We'll give him a fun expression, like he is a little confused with the situation. Okay, so now that I've got the eyes roughly in place, I'm going to go back into the nose. Now the nose comes straight down the face, right? And then it's a line like this. Up here like that. And then we've got his nostril and the side of his nose there, just like so. All right. And now let's go in and we're going to draw in that fun grin of his. What? Oh yeah, I can do Kronk. Years ago I was doing a voiceover class. I had to voice double for Patrick Warburton. And it was that famous scene where they're prepping dinner for when Kuzco comes to be poisoned. Yzma asks if the poison is ready to go. And Kronk says, the poison for Kuzco. The poison chosen especially to kill Kuzco. Kuzco's poison. That poison. Now, I've been trying to figure out how to imitate Patrick Warburton anyway, so I already had a good idea. But I didn't know I could really do it until they played back the recording. And everybody thought that they forgot to put my voice in until my Boston accent started coming through. It was a good time. And let's give him a great big open mouth smile. Now Kronk's lips protrude, they stick out a little bit, so we want to give him that little line here and a line here so that you can tell that those lips come out. Okay. And next, you have to give him those perfect teeth. So we do that by giving him one single shape for his teeth, and then the other side of his mouth, and one single shape for his tongue, just like so. And now what I like to do with Kronk is I like to make sure that we get the volume of his neck. His neck is very thick. It goes out to that barrel chest. So we go in behind the ear, we draw in a nice line, just like that. Then come out here like so. And then give him this indication for his Adam's apple. Okay, now that I've got all of this in, I see that I drew the ear a little big, so that's never a problem. So just cut into it a little bit, just like so, and give him a little indication there. Okay, now I'm a little impatient. I want to throw in those eyebrows, because those eyebrows are the most fun to draw when I'm drawing Kronk. So you follow the shape of the top of the eye, just like so. And then make sure that this side of the eyebrow is nice and thin and it comes to a point. And you come up here, and now give him that great big thick eyebrow line, just like that. You notice I came up above the hair of his eyebrow, because that's where that expressive brow will come in. All right, and let's see, got his brow. And now, because I drew this eyelid down like that, I'm going to follow suit with his eyebrow. Like this. Okay, now I'm going to draw in that cap. And the cap starts up like this, follows the eyebrows there like that. And there we are. And now we have the cap there like that. Now to draw in that feather at the top of his cap. So it's nothing but a very thin line. And then we're going to lightly draw in a half circle, like so. And then we're going to give these curved lines just like this. And then we're going to scallop the ends of that circle, just like so. Now for the hair, what I do is the hair is as long as his chin. So we're going to start in like so. We're going to come in just like that. And then once you have that in, then you can make it wavy. So you can come in a little bit and give it a wave. Like that. And then a smaller wave, just like so. And then there's a line that kind of corresponds with it, but it doesn't copy it completely. Just like that. Kind of see that I like this line here, so I'm just going to kind of copy it just like this. And make him looking directly at us. Now that I'm done with all of that, I will give him his pupils, which are about this big. Just like so. All right, now we're ready to ink this puppy in. So let's get into it here. Now you'll notice when I come to the end of some of these lines, I pulled the marker up from the paper. It gives a different thickness to the line, makes it look more interesting, makes it look more professional. Of course, I'm using a Sharpie marker here. I usually use my nice markers for the finish lines. I'm going to be putting together a show on my favorite art supplies sometime soon. Give you an idea of what I really like to use when I'm doing my professional work. So now Tony Bancroft is the animator behind Kronk. He also animated Pumbaa in The Lion King. He and his twin brother Tom both worked in the animation studios at Disney for many years. They actually have a great podcast called the Bancroft Brothers Animation Podcast. I've been subscribing to that show for years. It's excellent. This podcast is not to be missed, and I would highly recommend subscribing to it. And then we sign it. Yep. Well, that's Kronk. I'm going to erase those pencil lines, but before I do that, let's take a look at some of the artwork you guys have been sending in. First one here is Dominic. He did this great Mickey Mouse drawing. Awesome job. And then we've got some from Mr. Novak's class. We have Joshua with his Bugs Bunny. Here's Ava's Bugs Bunny. And one more Bugs Bunny from Layla. Guys, these are terrific. Send me more. I'd love to see your submissions. The email address is in the description. Thanks so much for watching, and until then, squeakity squeak squeak squeaker. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it the thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, you might want to check out some of my other videos right here. Hope you enjoyed cartooning with Paul, and until then, we'll see you later.